making 30% returns without lifting a finger. With Mezz NFT, this is no longer just a possibility. Our groundbreaking platform allows you to invest in a mini farm and benefit from our sheep breeding operations. Earn up to 30% annual returns while we handle the hard work. Watch your investment grow as we manage and sell the flock of sheep. Our intuitive dashboard keeps you updated with real-time data on the flock, your investment's value, and expected payouts. Ready to join an exclusive community of savvy investors? Seize this opportunity to profit from cutting-edge agricultural innovation. Visit tgnpodcast.com, Mezz, and become a part of the Mezz NFT sheep breeding investment community today.
Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of the Golden Nuggets podcast, and we still have Remy and Syafiq. I have a question before we start.
Sure.
What do you think of the latest 1.73 million HDB record price at Dawson Sky Oasis?
The latest news ni
Latest ni.
I think it's about 1.4 million profit, right? About that.
It's not pinnacle.
Gila.
On social media, a lot of comments I've read they're saying that, how come HDB, not private, HDB, how come 1.7 million? A lot of comments basically.
Yeah, close to 2 million already.
Yeah. Even the prices of flat nowadays, HDB kan banyak elevated. So they started to comment my son wouldn't have afford to pay this kind of prices. But then remember, if you already own a flat, when you sell and you buy, you make the same thing. When you sell, you make more profit. Of course, when you buy pun, the price is a bit higher
Yes.
It's the same thing basically. When you sell, you earn profit. But then if you're pure buying, you have all those HDB grants to assist you in your next purchase. So it compensated the high price basically.
Okay.
Grants maximum around 190k kalau maximum.
But that's for first timer.
First time, yes. But then if you already have a unit, you want to buy another unit, you can earn from the sales proceed. So it's not that bad basically.
Okay, but logically speaking, who can afford a 1.7 million HDB? Because from our understanding, you can only service the mortgage based on 30% of your income, right? If it's at 1.7 million, how much income this person is having?
There's a ceiling, right? If I'm not wrong, both needs to earn there's a cap, right, for HDB.
Only for BTO yang ada cap kan?
Yeah,
BTO.
For BTO is 14,000. 14.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That means on top of that, you have to top up cash.
Yeah lah.
You have to
Aside
top
from
up
the
cash.
income, right?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Top up cash.
Do you see this projection going higher and higher and higher in the next 5 years, I guess?
Okay, depends on the demand. Because for that area,
Queenstown,
that area, of course, it's like, if you want to buy private, you cannot get that price also.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to buy more than that, maybe double. So for them to enjoy the facilities and ambience of that area, the closest is HDB. Because 1.7 considered is cheaper than private. That's why they're willing to come out this money. Because to them is the like I said, the amenities, the surrounding is the most premium for them. So they don't mind to pay. Because the private will definitely double or triple from what HDB offered.
at that area.
Yes,
Some
that
like the
area,
location though.
Location.
Let me share with you one of my clients back then. I sold their flat at Eunos Crescent, and then they wanted to buy a unit at Tampines Central.
Okay.
Tampines Central, the price is very high.
Yeah.
And then one of their criteria is that they want first floor.
Okay.
And at that point of time, first floor at Tampines Central, only one seller now. One seller. So the seller asking for 70k COV.
Okay.
70k. And the buyer, my buyer, is willing to pay. Because why? I told them that, Abang, at the fourth floor, same block, has another unit on sale, but then they only need around 20k COV. Why don't you buy that, and the rest of the 50k COV you can spend on renovation? They said no, because my father has knee problem. So their target is because they want first floor because of their father,
and
they like the location. Yes, correct.
Okay.
So they're willing to pay. So it seems like buyer punya preference. Location is one of the important factors they want. Doesn't matter the price. Like for example, what Syafiq mentioned, around that area, if that person wants to buy a unit at that area, probably the mother stay nearby, then they still want to buy that unit.
The factors that they take to consider the house.
Okay. Wow, this is interesting. Because I still cannot wrap my head around how much someone should earn to be able to afford 1.7 million of HDB.
I mean, with inflation, definitely everything is rising, right? But yeah, it's a bit hard to brain lah.
Yeah, because average income in Singapore is still about 3.5k.
Yeah, so that's why they need to join the real estate. So they need to be equipped with entrepreneurial knowledge lah.
Okay. So now we talk about client acquisition because you guys have been in the industry for more than 14 years and above. How is it different in terms of getting business back then and getting business now? And like because there is definitely like the past few years, there's a phase where people are looking more into like Facebook ads and also influencer marketing and all this, right? And a lot of resistance. You know, a lot of agents have this resistance towards all these new methods. So, what are your guys' take on this whole thing?
Do you still do newspaper ads?
Very rare. I think for the preference are more to social media.
Social media,
social media.
That's common thing already lah.
And I think more than 15 years ago, everybody will look at newspaper.
Yeah.
But
Classified,
now,
eh?
classified. Classified ad, Classified ad is very famous last time. And now you can see the take-up is very lowered, reduced. And then they still use, but depends on the property that you advertise. For example, in Straits Times, you look at the classified ad. Mostly are landed properties. Landed properties, So if maybe the demand for these landed property owners or buyers, they prefer to look at papers because of their age, maybe they are more elderly. They want to buy bigger house. They are afford to buy bigger properties. Unlike those youngsters, they of course for start they buy HDB or maybe EC. So they will look at the social media. Because very rare for us to see landed property advertised in social media.
I seldom see.
Yeah, that's why. But what is the reason behind that?
Age gap. Okay. Like for example, those elderly, they want to buy, or not say elderly, those afford high income. Mostly are maybe 40, 45 and above.
So the age group does play a part.
Play part, So they still look at paper. They sit down, relax, drink coffee, look at the paper. Something like that.
Okay.
I also heard like, those people that selling those GCBs, they don't want to be too high profile or being too public selling their house.
That's one of the reasons.
So it needs to go some sort of like a network lah.
Correct.
So that part I'm not sure lah, how they deal with buyers and sellers.
But that's the thing. Like for example, GCB, right? How does one actually promote or market for a property?
Words of mouth.
It's purely words of mouth.
Depends. Sometimes they do allow us to advertise. Some say, okay, cannot market. They will know my profile.
Sensitivity.
So like
These people.
So they want to get the exposure lah. But at the same time, they want us to market. Susah.
So you need to like balance.
Balance. Yes.
Interesting.
The length of time to sell landed properties is also longer than HDB. Normally HDB sometimes within 1 week, within one viewing you can sell. But for landed, I think takes a lot of time.
From last time until now, it's the same. Okay, because it's also higher quantum lah. Okay. So back to client acquisition. Like, how else do you actually get customers back then, and what's different now?
Okay, the thing that which is actually the same from back then until now is through referral. Meaning you give a good service to your clients, then they will refer you to their other friends or colleagues or their saudara mara lah. Now also the same thing. That's the thing that is constant lah. But then difficulties in getting clients. For example, nowadays, what we practice normally is we do roadshows, especially at market. Like pasar wet market lah, basically. So we take out our standee and then with our flyers, then we talk to passerby. That's one of the methods. And door knocking still valid nowadays. Door knocking, roadshows, and then even to the extent of renting a property space in Expo Hall or Suntec.
Fun fact, we met in Expo. Right?
Yes, correct. Mak Besar Expo.
So like just now you asked about the difference. We can see that last time was prone to have newspaper advertisement. And then that was the major advertising platform. Okay, so right now we have a lot like social media. We have PPC, pay per click. That one, pay per click. So when we have this pay per click, that means if let's say you pump in a lot of money, then your advertisement goes higher, and people will catch your advertisement.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think minimum for this pay per click, at least 10,000.
The competition is tough.
Yeah, very
Even in
tough.
certain
Yeah.
launch, I saw people bidding
Exactly.
for a certain launch.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because pay per click cannot macam anyhow. Once you click, your rate will gone. You know,
Yeah.
it will keep on reduce. Then sometimes people just sabo you and then
Yeah.
click anyhow.
And those people that sabo is your competitors.
Correct. Yes.
Other agents. Click,
Yes.
click, click, click.
Yeah.
Let them pay.
So sometimes when you do pay per click, like pay for that 10,000, does not mean that you're able to close. Sometimes
Yeah.
you pump in until 60,000 pun tak ada.
Wow.
But if let's say you manage to close one, can be triple or 4 times of what you invested.
Yeah.
Something like that. The income. Yeah.
Interesting.
What about the ROI or ROS in terms of back then and now? Like back then, how much exactly do you spend on, for example, newspaper, and then what are the kind of returns that you get, and compared to now, because now pay per click, Facebook marketing, and all these things, right?
Okay, for last time, newspaper advertisement, at least I spend about at least minimum 1,000 per month.
Okay.
At least, yeah, because a lot of properties we market, right?
Yeah.
So right now, we have, I think we cannot mention that.
That listing
Yeah, we
agency,
cannot mention,
cannot mention.
Okay.
Because we got many platforms.
I've got many
but that one
platforms.
even costs more.
Yeah,
Even cost more.
but then we paid that yearly basis about maybe 4,000.
4,000.
Subscription.
4,000 subscription.
Okay.
I
So you
understand.
use your token. That means you have to advertise and deduct from your token.
Yeah, we know which one already.
It's like credits.
Yeah.
There was one listing platform. For me, I got 3 listing platforms. So that one, the first one, and the second one, and the third one also. So we got to pay a subscription. Then sometimes our subscription, our coins finished, got to top up.
Top up.
To pay some more.
Yeah.
So basically, we spend a lot on this kind of things lah.
Platforms,
Listings, listing platforms, and on marketing a lot. So it's not like basically we charge you 2% for your selling. We get everything of the 2%. It's not that.
Right, because that's the reason why most RES their roles are more into like district marketing, something executive. Marketing is like part of what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like nature of your business.
And we heard from some other real estate agents that they spend like 30,000 on Facebook ads per year, but then they don't get to cover. Has that ever happened to you guys?
Okay.
Ada, so far ada. Because
we have-
especially BUC.
BUC, we have constructed because I construct website myself. I buy domain, I construct myself, and then we do market for certain BUCs lah. We receive maybe around 10 to 12 leads now, but those are, we call it cold leads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leads cold. So when we contact them, sometimes they never answer. Sometimes it's a fake number, that kind of thing. So for my preference, I prefer to get leads which is physical. Meaning when it comes to hyping punya activities with the flyers of the property BUC, I will be on the ground with my standee and I will approach public. So when you manage to get their number, we call it macam they have seen you face to face or in person. So there's that rapport being developed there. No, it's better compared to those leads. I'm not saying that leads generated from Facebook ads is not good. Like it's not that. But then my preference, I prefer physical leads. Yeah, because you build a rapport with them.
Right,
You talk to
right
them.
then and there.
Yeah, right then and there. So we can ask them to follow up lah. Follow up until
see.
the launching date. Yeah. So it comes effective for both BUC and also for HDB. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So as a salesperson like us, we are basically categorized as a salesman juga tau. So you got to have a salesman punya attitude lah. Muka tak boleh malu, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Tak boleh, because you want to sell something,
Yeah.
your service, you got to be
Out
Skin
there.
lah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those, if you're introvert, try to become extrovert.
You need to push yourself.
You need to push yourself.
That's a nugget, girl. You need to push yourself. You need to.
We have
To be out there.
We have introvert agents also.
Yeah.
But then you must basically overcome your
Fear.
sense of introvert, your fear of yourself, public talking to people kan. Then we do provide trainings lah.
Yeah.
Because for Syafiq, he's a trainer for ERA trainer as a overall. For me, I'm a trainer for the division. I train prospecting. Also how to approach public and how to talk to them, how to actually get their phone numbers from the public so that they can entrust to give their numbers to you and you follow up with them. So how to talk, how to how to stop people from walking
Yeah.
and listen to you. Those are the
Right.
things lah.
I have a friend who don't trust themselves to be out there. That means they are introvert. They just want to do things behind closed doors. So what do you have to say to these people if they want to jump to the other side?
Mm.
The other side means property.
Property.
The real estate industry.
How
Don't be afraid. Come and see us. We will guide you. Yeah, because not all of us are 100% extrovert pun. But along the way we develop that skills lah. See, so how to eliminate your fear from talking to the public? Because for myself also, I've experiences talking in front of the stage, macam kat Mabesar punya event. You know, I've talked to public, and then I'm a trainer myself for MOE.
Oh, okay.
I'm IRS registered. So meaning at certain times when the vendor wants me to teach, so I teach. I teach basically in media lah.
Okay.
In videography, photography,
I see.
making websites. So I'm basically I'm doing 3 jobs lah. But most of it, 80% is for property, and then followed by my business, which is the social media marketing, animation, everything, and third one as a MOE trainer.
Wow. You wear many hats.
Okay. What about influencer marketing? Nowadays it's a trend, right? Like, what do you think of it?
Of course, we feel that when we tap on them, our exposure is much better lah. But again, it's all come back to
Investment lah.
investment.
Okay.
So you think that if you think that you want to reach out more wider exposure to publics, you have to do that lah.
Right.
So because we ourselves is not influencer, we are not celebrity, we are just a normal agent.
Yeah.
So I think no matter what lah, a bit of investment for that should be carried out lah.
There's 2 options basically for realtor to excel. One is through, like what Syafiq mentioned, through marketing through influencers, and to pump in money using like pay-per-click, Facebook ads, But then all those cost investments lah, involve investment. But another factor which doesn't cost any money at all is like door knocking, roadshows,
Word of mouth.
words of mouth, referrals. Yeah. So if you're a new agent, then you don't have much cash on hand. You can try to be more active in physical activities lah, like door knocking, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And of course referral lah. We need referral. How to get this referral? Of course by your service. Once your service is good, they will keep on repeatedly recommend your friends. And then tap on your families lah, because sometimes family play part. Okay, like your parents. They like last time. My late mother's. I started with. She's the one who recommend me a lot of her neighbors, makcik to makcik ni, everything, So when they recommend, then after that show of service, and then of course I give referral to my mama. Then my mom feel, wow, it's so good the referral. So I started from there lah. So then we built that rapport with the client, and then they started to give more referrals after that. Started within your family. With your family.
Okay.
I think we interviewed one of the agents before that they don't use social media at all. Is it Alfan? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
He it's just his principle. He just purely referral. Because it's one of the strongest way to bring in.
Our
warm
team, we
leads.
have one agent, a male, who doesn't have social media.
Yes.
But then all the income comes from the referrals.
Interesting.
But I mean, like, if you want to scale your business to another level, you need some parameters where it's scalable. And word of mouth and referrals is not scalable, right? How do you overcome that then?
Social media lah. Social media, everything. So you got to be involved in. You got to be up to date to the latest tech lah. Basically. Last time I don't have a TikTok account. Then now I already have a TikTok account.
Your service must be very tip top lah, very outstanding until that person can remember you. That's why they will keep on repeatedly
Go the extra mile. I even accompanied my client go to Syariah Court some more.
Wow.
Not only you, everybody also go.
Wow.
So then when we go to the Syariah Court, people say, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Okay. Okay. So for this final part, maybe you guys can share. If let's say someone is just passed the RES exam, and then let's say join your team, what is that person's journey like for them to get started to eventually getting their first client? What exactly will you guys be teaching for them to be able to achieve that?
From month 1 to month 6.
Not from from day one.
Day one.
First thing and foremost, we have to highlight to them that if let's say you heard that a lot of agents make a lot of money, so you don't expect that to be received on the spot. You have to put yourself at least 6 months to 1 year. At least 6 months to 1 year, right? This period is a lot of investment. That means you have to pump in a lot of, I think, capital to do advertisement, okay, to do like just like I said, pay per click, or by your effort. That means you have to do, use your effort. You do roadshow, you do door knocking, okay. So that will help you to generate business actually. So we have a new RES. I think they did not anticipate this will happen. They thought that 3 months no
Income.
So they start to give up very fast.
so
3
soon,
months, very soon. So we have to highlight to them. You have to put yourself at least 6 months to 1 year to be stable, and then from there you can see the benefit lah to become an agent.
Okay.
Can anticipate first
Set the expectation.
Set the expectation.
Some of them
correct.
they started off with part-time realtor, part-time first, and then after they got the first closing, and that will motivate them to go further.
Correct. Yes. When they see the money ready, then they feel motivated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we as their managers, basically we got to give them enough training in terms of macam prospecting, you know, of what to spend, how to invest your money on property. I mean, do like investments like social media marketing, you know. So you got to be prepared in terms of monetarily and also physically and emotionally. All these are. But then we from Explorer Focus, we will give you all the adequate training for you to go through your journey as a realtor lah, basically. So we give you on the job training. So we will follow you down to your client to do sales consultation. So we will guide you along. We tag together. We don't like leave you alone in the field. We don't do that lah. We tag together with you. So we will guide you what to do. You know, calculation wise, how to check for errors. You know, that kind of thing. How to talk to clients. You know.
That means for the first 3 months at least we will do 1-to-1 coaching. And then at least they must close 1 or 2 case. We follow them all the way from A to Z. So after the second closing, then after the second closing, we want them to be independent. But of course we have to be there also. Less supervision. So that we want them to be at least I know to do with the help of the mentor.
Okay.
But we are definitely, they will ask a lot of questions. So we still answer. You know, my phone is actually 24 hours. 24 hours.
Anytime can message.
Anytime, even at night also they call me, they text me, I reply.
I see.
Wow.
Can test.
I also call you many times.
The season.
Right.
Okay.
So, like you mentioned, Explorers Focus. What's next for the group?
Okay, for myself, now I'm recruiting. Okay. Basically, last weekend I was at SIM after the RAS exam. That a lot of us agents are there lah, with our flyers to like convince them to join our team. We are there lah. So I give to a few of them. So we have a ERA open house.
Okay.
It's coming Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. onwards. So those who have already passed the RES or who wants to think of making a career from real estate can contact us lah. Contact us, then we can actually assist you in the open house for this weekend. 2 p.m. onwards, both Saturday and Sunday, which is on the 7th, 27 and 28.
This is for those who already passed or
haven't passed also can come.
Okay.
So open to public lah.
Open to public.
Yeah.
But must register through us.
Okay.
I mean, unfortunately, the episode will be released
After
lah. But okay, but
Next time,
take note, guys. Take note.
So basically, if you were to join us, we will give adequate training for all fields lah. Basically, like HDB, BUC, private properties, everything, divorce cases, normal selling and buying, contra cases, non-contra cases. So we give you adequate training because right now, in August we have our latest agent bootcamp. Coming up. So, bootcamp. So basically, those new RES who have joined us or those who are experienced agent, they can come and join us. So we have over 3 separate days of training from 9 to 5.
10 to 5.
10 to 5. So there will be each day will be we'll be covering different topics lah. So for myself, I'm the trainer for prospecting. How to talk to clients.
This will be our in-house bootcamp, not by ERA, by our group itself.
Our group itself.
So it's very in-depth training, not just normal training. like they listen, but it's an interactive training. Yeah.
Okay, this is when they join Explorer.
Explorer
Even
4.
have not joined also can come.
Can go through the.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's free, right? Like.
It's free for. Ada ni
Nantilah.
Oh, okay. So
a small fee lah. Small
Okay.
fee.
Small fee,
So,
very minimum.
We call it a commitment fee lah.
commitment fee.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, how can they actually reach out to you guys?
You can actually contact us lah.
Okay.
Contact us directly,
Yes.
and then tell us about yourself, and then we can actually make arrangements lah.
Contact you guys through your phone?
So
or-
our phones pun boleh.
Okay. And your number is?
My number is 9339-5564.
Okay.
Syafiq?
9665 6621.
Do you buy no numbers? So-
Never.
Cool. All right. So I think with that, thank you so much, both of you,
Yes,
Remy and Syafiq, for sharing your stories and your life journey in the real estate industry. Because I think every realtor has their own unique story,
Yep.
and that is what we are sharing with our listeners at Golden Nuggets podcast.
Yes.
So I hope you guys can grasp as many nuggets as possible, because we here also learn a bit or two. Because like me and Ami took the exam also.
Yes.
In the end of the day, we grasp new ideas, the BUC from
Yes, correct.
Remy and Syafiq, and it's a eye opener
Correct.
to profit. Of course. All right. With that, I think we conclude this episode. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to us, and
Yes.
we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Alright.
Bye bye.